Mercury in Leo, her, and Mercury in Scorpio, him. Fire and water in square. Her speech is direct, dramatic, and solar. His speech is investigative, strategic, and restrained. She may perceive his silence as a threat. He may see her dramatic expression as superficiality. The nature of the Sun in Scorpio and the Sun in Leo. When we speak about compatibility between signs, we are speaking about the compatibility between the signs themselves. Do you understand the difference? What I mean is that the signs are representations of elements, the four elements that compose matter: fire, earth, air, and water. But when we translate these elements into human behavior, the interpretation becomes deeper, entering the realm of psychology. And this is why the study of the mind is the study of the human soul. And this study is very, very profound. Therefore, when we speak about compatibility between signs, we need to take into account an interpretation based on a body of literature consolidated and validated over millennia. In this video, I will show that beyond the Sun, two other basic points can help us perceive more about ourselves when we speak about compatibility between signs. The Sun in Leo and the Sun in Scorpio. The Sun in Leo represents fixed fire. It is visible light, the center of irradiation, the search for creative expression, dignity, and vital warmth. The Leo woman operates through expansion, natural leadership, and the need for transparency. Her element fire demands movement and recognition. The Sun in Scorpio represents fixed water. It is deep water, hidden resources, intuitive perception, and the instinct for preservation. The Scorpio man operates through mystery, emotional intensity, and the desire for silent transformation. His element water demands depth and control. The fundamental difference lies in the way they experience life. Leonine fire needs to expose and celebrate. Scorpionic water needs to investigate and contain. When these two realms meet, fire can evaporate water if it becomes invasive, and water can extinguish fire if it becomes excessively reserved. The point of mutual cooperation lies in the complementarity of these forces. Leo teaches Scorpio to trust the light, to step out of the shadows, and to cultivate generosity without fear of vulnerability. Scorpio teaches Leo to look beyond appearances, develop emotional resilience, and understand the complexity of the human psyche. The mind and communication through Mercury. The Sun defines the essential nature, but Mercury governs language, reasoning, and verbal exchange. Harmony or friction in communication depends on the relative positions of this planet. Due to astronomical constraints, Mercury can never be more than 28 degrees from the Sun. In the Leo woman, Mercury can only be located in Cancer, Leo, or Virgo. In the Scorpio man, Mercury can only be located in Libra, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. The elemental combinations between the two Mercuries determine the dynamics of dialogue. Mercury in Cancer, her, and Mercury in Libra, him. Water and air. Her communication is intuitive, emotional, and oriented toward protection. His is rational, diplomatic, and oriented toward impartiality. The difficulty arises when her subjectivity clashes with his analytical detachment. The ease occurs when he brings logical balance to her visceral perceptions, while she teaches empathy to his rational mind. Mercury in Cancer, her, and Mercury in Scorpio, him. Water and water, trine, or elemental harmony. Communication flows in a nonverbal, intuitive, and profound manner. Both understand the value of silence and emotional nuances. The risk is stagnation in unspoken resentments or an excess of subjectivity. Mercury in Cancer, her, and Mercury in Sagittarius, him. Water and fire. She seeks protection and memory. He seeks abstract truth and expansion. His speech may sound excessively direct or insensitive to her emotional nature. The ease occurs when his broader vision expands her mental horizons, while she offers emotional shelter for his ideas. Mercury, in Leo, her, and Mercury in Libra, him. Fire and air. An expressive, warm style focused on personal affirmation on her side, combined with his measured, courteous, and social style. Air feeds fire. Communication is agile, creative, and enriching. The only difficulty arises if the leonine ego rejects Libra's impartiality. Mercury in Leo, her, and Mercury in Scorpio, him. Fire and water in square. Her speech is direct, dramatic, and solar. His speech is investigative, strategic, and restrained. She may perceive his silence as a threat. He may see her dramatic expression as superficiality. The lesson requires tolerance. She learns to listen between the lines, and he learns to be transparent. Mercury in Leo, her, and Mercury in Sagittarius, him. Fire and fire. Enthusiastic, direct, optimistic, and confident communication. Ideas flow with speed and passion. The obstacle is the struggle for control of the narrative, because both defend their visions with fervor. Mercury, in Virgo, her, and Mercury in Libra, him. Earth and air. She communicates with precision, practical focus, and attention to detail. He communicates through a search for consensus and abstraction. The difficulty is her excessive pragmatism, confronting his indecisiveness. The ease occurs when her structured mind organizes his ideal concepts. Mercury in Virgo, her, and Mercury in Scorpio, him. Earth and water. Highly analytical and investigative communication. She observes practical facts. He observes hidden motivations. A highly efficient and realistic mental partnership emerges, where reason supports intuition. Mercury in Virgo, her, and Mercury in Sagittarius, him. Earth and fire in square. Her focus is on details and practical usefulness. His is on grand theories and expansion. The friction arises from the scale of the conversation. Cooperation requires her to provide the structure through which his great ideas can become reality. The emotional field and the moon through the four elements. While Mercury articulates thought, the moon governs the need for security, emotional habits, and instinctive responses. Unlike Mercury, the moon of either person can be positioned in any of the 12 signs, covering all four elements. Moon in fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The emotional need is action, autonomy, and immediate expression. If both have their moon in fire, there is shared enthusiasm, but also a risk of reactivity. If only one has it, that person will demand dynamism and clarity, rejecting emotional games. Moon in Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The emotional need is stability, routine, and material predictability. Security is built through facts and tangible presence. In harmony with water elements, it strengthens nourishment. With fire elements, it can create a sense of limitation. Moon in air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The emotional need is intellectual exchange, freedom, and the rationalization of feelings. Affection needs to be explained and mentally understood. When in dissonance with water, emotional coldness may be perceived. When aligned with fire, it stimulates creativity. Moon in water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The emotional need is fusion, intimacy, and profound emotional shelter. The bond depends upon a sense of mutual protection. In contact with Earth, it finds structure. In contact with fire, it may experience fluctuations between fervor and hypersensitivity. Lunar resonance determines how easily a couple can rest in each other's presence. When the lunar elements are compatible by affinity, fire with air, earth with water, or identical elements, daily life finds a natural refuge. When they are opposite or inconjunct, emotional security requires conscious learning and constant adaptation. The philosophy of free will and evolution. The stars incline, but they do not compel. Astrology does not establish chains, but presents a map of tendencies and available forces. No planetary configuration possesses the absolute power to decree the success or ruin of a human relationship, because free will and individual maturity remain sovereign. Recognizing elemental dynamics is an exercise in lucidity, not resignation. Understanding the absence of natural resonance is not a failure, but the recognition of the structural differences between the nature of each being. Not every metal bonds with every alloy, not every element mixes without altering its essence. No one is obligated to remain in environments or relationships where constant dissonance consumes vital energy. Insisting on misaligned coexistence based solely on attachment or on the illusion that the other person will change interrupts the learning process of both individuals. Respecting one's own rhythm and the rhythm of the other is the key to individual evolution. Walking away when there is no resonance is not an act of rejection, but one of conscious liberation. Thus, fire is allowed to continue shining in its fullness, while water continues its course toward the depths that belong to it, ensuring that each soul fulfills its purpose without obliterating the essence of the other.